Ancient Apparition is one of the few supports in Dota that can win fights without even being there. While most supports have to run into enemy team to have impact, AA can control lanes while winning a fight from across the map. But AA can do more than throw his ultimate from distance, and today I'll teach you how to win lanes, what skill build you should choose in your games, and eventually, how to hit the Ice Blast every time. Let's jump into it. The first thing we notice as we pull up Ancient's Apparition page is the fact that he's got the best attack range in the game. People overlook this stat, but it does make a huge difference. That means he's allowed to harass people in lane for free, and this is his biggest strength. Not straight up trading, but gaining a lot of consistent damage. On top of that, his E, that just got buffed, gives him another 60 attack range as well as bonus damage. That means you should always take your E at level 1. While your Q can be a great stun, AA is a harass hero. At level 1, you want to wear people down, and if you do, perhaps around level 2 you will have a chance to get a kill. Use it every time it's off cooldown, as one attack with Chilling Touch will deal about 90 damage from over 700 range, and if you do that, you should be topping the hero damage chart after the laning stage. As you can see, laning stage is quite simple. Get as many hits on possible without taking damage. Remember that your E is an orb, meaning using it on enemies, as long as you press your E, not attack with it on auto, will not trigger creep aggro, making it easier to harass. In most cases, you want to leave your E with 1 point, and then max out your other spells. Whether it's gonna be Q or W will depend on the game. Generally, Q is a great stun that deals decent damage, but usually you need a good setup for that, as using your Q alone will usually not land the stun itself. Because of that, you love playing with heroes that will guarantee cold feet lands, be that stuns or big slow. On the other hand, Ice Vortex is a great spell when it comes to farming. As position 5, in most games you need to ask yourself, what's my job in this game? If it's to be the follow-up and you are needed in order to get kills, you can max your Q. In most cases though, maxing out W gives you that scaling ability, so in uncoordinated pub games I'm a big fan of maxing it. There is also an angle that you get 2 points in your Q by level 4, so you go 2, 1, 1 and then max Ice Vortex. This is good if you have kill threat on the lane, but then you want to chill and get levels. As you are able to have impact while being away from the fights, keep in mind you should be using your time efficiently. Stacking is really good with AA, as you can pull off double stacks with your W. This ability is really good, as it also provides vision and increases magic damage. Use it to scout off enemies, cancel blinks, or see if there's a ward on the cliff, making your sentry more useful. It also scales really well, but for that you need levels. Luckily, you can be farming on one part of the map while still contributing. Okay, as we got the early skill build covered, let's quickly cover the Ice Blast. This is bread and butter of the hero, and mastering this ability is crucial to playing Ancient Apparition right. It deals a quite substantial damage, and puts a debuff on enemies that deals damage and prevents any healing. It also becomes stronger as it flies through the map, rewarding reading where the enemies will be. Notice that it's tied to the flight time, not position of your hero, so you can use it from the base, then TP into a fight to have a big ultimate and still be able to use other spells. Biggest mistake you can make with it is waiting for the fight to start. Throwing it just before initiation will mean you can hit it every time. Itemization is quite straightforward. The only thing you really need is arcane boots, as you will be using a lot of mana, and everything else is a bonus. I'm a big fan of getting Gleipnir on the hero. You not only allow yourself to land your Q on your own, but also all the AoEs are getting bigger, including your ultimate. It solves one of your biggest issues, and that is landing your spells efficiently. Both Cold Feet and Ice Blast are conditional and can be run away from. With Gleipnir, you not only make it easier to hit, but also you can contribute into teamfights by offering AoE lockdown that your hero lacks, at least before you get the shard. This item, however, is quite expensive, so only get it if you can afford to do so. There will be games where you won't need to be doing anything else than staying in the backline, and if that's the case, maybe Solar or Glimmer are better. One item that gets completely overlooked on AA is Blink Dagger. If you're a hard counter for any of enemy heroes, like carry Morphling or mid lane Huskar, don't be afraid to rush Blink and hit your ultimate every time. In games like this, that will be enough to carry your team to victory. It's not the best AA item though, as you're a backline support that doesn't need to be close. I just want you to keep it as an option if your ultimate has no counterplay in the game. The biggest mistake on AA is playing the hero like a normal support. Sure, this will be the way in some games, but both him and Zeus are similar in a way. They offer global teamfight presence while being allowed to control lanes. Pushing out lanes is a crucial thing in Dota, and ability to do that safely on supports will climb you MMR. Ancient Apparition is one of the best heroes at that, because even though W doesn't really burst creeps, it does kill the wave fully, just over time. That will free your team up to group up and make plays, as the lanes are addressed, and if that's the case, you can still use your Ice Blast to win the fight. One crucial thing that I suggest is pinging the exact spot you've placed your ultimate on as it flies, as this makes it way easier for allies to take the fight in a way that you won't miss. As we got the basics covered, I want to talk about macro role of your hero. If you play Ancient Apparition, enemies expect you to throw the ultimate. This means it is best to initiate with the spell, not to finish off targets that will expect it. AA's biggest strength is being able to have huge impact in fights while being away from it, but then you need a good read. Is my ultimate enough, or should I TP there and use my other spells? And reading the map is an ability that you will naturally learn while playing AA. Your ultimate might seem hard to hit from distance, but once you understand priority of enemies, it becomes way easier. If you want to kill enemy carry in 15 seconds and you know his position, you can imagine that he's going to hit creeps in that area. If you need to snipe backline supports, you can either aim behind enemy cores or just place your vision in areas they might feel safe staying around. This hero's playstyle is completely different than with other supports, but playing him will teach you a lot of things. Controlling lanes, reading the map, and farming efficiently while still being able to fight. I think buffs to AA spells will mean this hero will be picked more and more, and he's not only strong, but also fun to play. Hitting a good Ice Blast is as good as it gets in Dota. And if you want to become a better support, subscribe to the channel. Thanks to all the people that support me on YouTube, as this allows me to continue growing the channel. Let me know in comments if you enjoy playing AA, and as always, thanks for watching. See you!